So in this video, we are going to discuss risk management and cybersecurity, like identifying, assessing, and mitigating the cybersecurity risks. So first, we will go with a basic introduction about the risk management. What is risk management? Why it is important? And what is the objective of this presentation? So first, we will see the definition. So risk management and cybersecurity refers at the process of identifying, evaluating, and addressing risk related to the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information systems. So this entire risk management is for elements of information security. For information security, we are finding the vulnerabilities and we are evaluating the risk and we are patching those vulnerabilities. So and the importance. So why we need this risk management? So with the rise of cyber threats and attacks, a strong risk management strategy is crucial to protect business from data breaches and financial losses and reputational damages. So for protecting of all these things, we have risk management in our organization. So in this overall presentation, we are going to cover the core concepts like its process, the risk management process, common risk we are having, and the frameworks and the best practices for the effective risk mitigations. So first we will see this cybersecurity risks. So types of risk we are having. So what is a cybersecurity risk? So the potential of a cyber attack or a vulnerability leading to a breach of data, disruption of services or damage to the business. So what are the types of cybersecurity risks we are having in a current trend of cybersecurity? Is the first one is a data breaches is a major issue with all the organizations like so unauthorized access to the sensitive information such as a credit cards, user information, user employee information, and ransomware attacks. So malicious software that locks access to the files exchange of per ransom. So once it is installed, the entire organization will be blocked and the hacker will demand some ransom to give and lock keys. The phishing attacks, so most attacks in a cybersecurity risk is of phishing attacks. So fraudulent attempts to obtain the sensitive information via email. Insider threats, so malicious or unintentional actions by the app employees that lead to security incidents. Denial of service attacks, overloading a system to cause disruption or unavailability. So these are the common security risks, cybersecurity risk we are having. And for all these risks, we have some risk management. The cybersecurity risk management, the first one is a risk identification. So identify the assets that need protection. So example, data, systems, and networks. So identify the potential threats and vulnerabilities in those assets, like software vulnerabilities, phishing, version vulnerabilities like this. So for example, in organizations, customer database is risk of being compromised by cyber attacks, exploiting the weak passwords. Here, the vulnerability is a weak passwords, so that we have to escalate that, and the remediation for this one, we have to use a strong passwords and all. And the risk assessment. Assess the likelihood of a threat exploiting by a vulnerability. Evaluate the impact of this risk materializes. So assessing the likelihood of a ransom attack and potential financial damage. Risk mitigation. Implement controls to reduce the risk to an acceptable level. So using encryption, firewalls, and regular software updates to reduce the risk of a data breach. And the risk monitoring continuously monitor and review risk as well as the effectiveness of implemented controls. So regularly scanning the network for vulnerabilities and reviewing the access logs. So we have some key components in the risk management also. So first one is the asset management. So understanding the value of assets you are having and so for that need of protection. So threat identifications, recognizing the potential sources of cyber attacks such as hackers, insiders, and APTs, that is advanced persistent threats. Vulnerability management is a very important one in the risk management, addressing and identifying and addressing the vulnerabilities in the organization system that could be exploited by malicious hackers. So without this vulnerability management, so we cannot move the risk management. So impact assessment, evaluating how much damage a cybersecurity incident could cause including the financial, reputational, and operational effects. And these are the key components of risk management. So every component here is very important in a risk management. So risk management frameworks we are having. So that is a major one. First one is a NIST one. That's the NIST Institute of Standards and Technology Risk Management Framework, RMF. So it's a comprehensive framework developed by the NIST Institute of Standards and Technology that includes such steps like risk assessment, monitoring, and communication. And one more thing, that is ISO IEC to 27005, an international standard for information security risk management that focuses on understanding, assessing, and treating risk. COBIT, control objectives for information related technologies. It's a framework for developing, implementing, monitoring, and improving the governance and management practices in the IT. FAIR, that is a factory analysis of risk, information risk, a model that provides a detailed approach to understand, analyzing, and quantifying the cybersecurity risks. So these are the risk treatment strategies we are having. That is a risk avoidance, with mitigation, risk transfer, risk acceptance, and this is what this risk management in a cybersecurity. So these risk treatment, strategies will be helpful to improve the security posture of an organization. And overall, so we have discussed what is risk management, why it is important in organization, different types of frameworks we have discussed, and the risk, how to mitigate the risk strategies we have seen. So that is for this video. So thank you so much.